Really, you all went to that candlelight thing without me, and I
Yes.
find it out just by seeing your Instagram stories.
Yes.
Is that the kind of friends we are at this point?
Yes, that is the kind of friends we are
Yes.
at this point.
Yeah, I need to find new friends to make this podcast with.
You cannot.
You can try.
I do have offers.
Do you?
What the hell do you mean I have offers?
This fellow gets Instagram not even 6 months, and now he's like, oh my god,
I have
offers. I know, right?
बड़े लोग बड़ी बातें.
I know, right? But the Candlelight concert was amazing. It was truly amazing, and the whole reason we didn't take you was because I got taken out too. Went out on a date, guys. Woo! With Sam.
Yeah.
Sam took me out on a date.
So basically, we have like these birthday traditions, right? So this candlelight thing has been coming on our feed so often. Like there's candlelight, there was a pottery thing and all, and I was like, okay, maybe this time instead of buying her a gift, I will take her out somewhere. And I think we've mentioned it before on the podcasts, right? That Rach is the one who generally takes the initiative for a lot of things and all. So this time I was like, okay, chal, I will decide and all that. And this is when I was in Ahmedabad. I was sitting and searching for places. This is like 1 month before, okay? Because I wanted it more towards her birthday time. But then this was a A.R. Rahman concert, okay? Tribute to A.R. Rahman. So I wanted to go for this concert specifically because all the other ones are not aligning with what we wanted, okay? So then finally I booked the tickets and everything, and I was so excited, and I like showed it to her also in a very special way because I didn't want to show it to her too much in advance, but I was like, I know if I give her something to look forward to, she will at least have that some happiness and joy in life.
Wow, okay.
Some
My life is not that morbid, guys. But okay.
So then I showed it, like I cut out I like removed the printout tickets and I showed it to her, and my stupid ass almost spoiled it to her because I can't keep anything inside, right?
Hilarious.
I'm in Ahmedabad and I'm walking up and down and I'm talking to Rachel, okay? And I'm like, so I need to tell you something, like, I've done something, and then I let it slip that it has been on our Instagram feeds, and that was the biggest giveaway. I was so irritated. I was constantly complaining to Nikhil that why did I open it, and he tells me, okay, he's like, you don't talk to her on these things. You will let it slip at some point because when you get excited, you cannot control your excitement for shit, okay? And I let that slip, but she guessed that it was maybe these few things.
So I told her that I think I know what it is. So I gave her like 2-3 things, okay, that it could be, okay. And she was like, I will neither confirm nor deny. I was like, okay, bro, calm down. She comes back from Ahmedabad, and I have the envelope. Okay. I don't know how people might feel about this, but every time Sam gives me a gift, right? She puts a post-it note, she'll write something on it, and she'll be like, this is your first gift, and this is your second gift, and she'll make this cutest post-its. Okay? It's just a normal post-it that's on the gift. But I have saved all of these post-its. So I have like a whole box where these post-its are there. One of the gifts, because I loved it so much and she's written on the gift wrapping paper, I have the wrapping paper also. I'm not kidding.
That's why now when I wrap gifts, now I don't write anything on it.
Yeah, because then I'll keep it. So the other day
the kind of standards that Sam has set for Adi, he's going to have a very tough
Dude,
life.
it is hilarious because I am more of that chivalrous person. Like, how people say they expect from their partner or something like that. I'm that kind of a person, okay? So whenever I'm working with Rach and Chels and all, I put them on the other side of the road. I will always like give something for them, or I have that, I maintain standards, okay? So that's why I keep cracking jokes with both of their partners, saying that y'all will never reach up to my standards, or it'll take you a very long time to reach there. Because they keep comparing, saying like, Sam has done this, and I was like, see, if you hold your partners to my standards, they're going to falter, okay?
That is true.
So you can't do that.
That is very much true. So the concert, honestly, so it was at the Royal Opera House, by the way.
Oh yeah.
And it was amazing. By the way,
It was a hoot and a half.
it was a hoot and a half.
The judgmental feelings that I am trying to express over here cannot be expressed through audio.
Your
Hilarious.
eyes have said it all.
Exactly.
So I kept telling Sam that I've never been to the Royal Opera House. I've never been here. And I'm like, as soon as I reached, I was like, wait, I have been here before.
And I get car sick very fast, okay? So I was in the car, we sat in the car and I was like, Rachel, I'm dying. I cannot do this. And we have dressed up so nicely.
In some of the cars, right, the air cooling system that is there, right, it gives off, the little whiff of something when the air cool is on, or it's like, when you just service your AC, it's like super chill and super cool, and you get that little nonsense whiff going through the air. So Samantha, no, whenever she's sitting in a
Why'd you take
car
my
like
full name
that,
like
right? Sorry. So Sam, right, when she's sitting in a car like that, she starts to feel sick, and if the AC is it's like either at a 2 or a 3, where the wind is so strong. First of all, we are in a Desire. Okay, does not. It does not. The air cooling does not need to be on 2. There's only 3 people in the car.
Plus, it's raining, like, it's really chilled out.
So it's really chill outside, and the air cooling picks up on all of that, right? And it's getting chill. This one is like half looking like she might go and conk off before we reach there only. But I've clicked pictures, Ryan. I will show you later on. But honestly, over on the way there, we both just like fell asleep because one though it took us 2 hours from my place. Also,
where is Opera House?
Churchgate, Charni Road.
Charni Road, Girgaon. Bro, we used my Uber One
my God.
membership.
Okay.
So Uber has this Uber One membership, okay, now. I feel like I'm promoting it, but I purchased it like 3 months back for just like a trial kind of a thing, okay, and it was just like 135 rupees. There was an offer going on, 135 rupees for like 3 months. I was like, you know what, screw it, why not? So I took it, I tried it out, and bro, I feel like it's such a good decision that I've made, because it gives you 10% cash back on every ride that you take, and not on how much you pay, on how much they tell you the price is going to be. Like sometimes you see you're in an Uber, it tells you it's going to be 150, but you end up paying only 135. So it'll give you 10% of 150, not 135.
Nice.
Okay, and then that gets added back to your Uber cash balance or your Uber credits. And then you can redeem it on your rides later on. You can't redeem it on rickshaws, but you can redeem it on Uber Go and all. So Sam and I have been like, you know what, we'll save, because we are going, right? We were like, we're going to dress up, we're going to wear nice heels. I was in heels, Sam was but she was in a very long, nice, beautiful dress, okay? And I was there with my whole dress and the heels, and I was like, I don't want to travel by train and walk and all over there. So we went by the cab. So the price of the cab was somewhere about 650 from my place all the way to Royal Opera House. Guess how much we ended up paying?
300?
Ooh, no, a little more. But I didn't save that much Uber balances. I could have, but I used it somewhere.
Mind you, it's 36 kilometers away, like from
Yeah.
our place.
So I ended up paying 480.
Not bad.
I know,
Not
right?
bad, Ryan. It was brilliant. It was like $1,000. Like we were checking just from here till there, and that too afternoon time when there's traffic. I'm like, no, I do not accept
sorry,
this
but
reaction.
in which world is afternoon time traffic?
It's
Oh, it
not.
was raining.
Dude, it is not,
It
but it
was
was
raining
so
so
packed.
much. So when we were booking the cab, right, it showed us that we would reach there by like 5:15 or 5:20 something. But as soon as we left, it started pouring. We reached there, I think, by 5:45 then. We've left the house by 3:30, 3:40 ke beech mein. It took us over 2 hours.
Yeah.
And we went by the coastal road, but we both didn't see anything because we both were like,
We finally
Snows.
got up during, I think, that bridge that comes.
I'm
and
judging
the
you all so
ceiling.
much for missing the entire ceiling.
No,
but
dude, I
okay.
no,
literally couldn't.
ceiling. She couldn't. I have videos. Have you? You said you've seen my stories. The ceiling is. Oh, it's on my other account. Sorry, my bad.
This one on her bajillion accounts, first of all. So yeah, so the ceiling that was there. Okay, so first of all, I was so dead. I just got up. I wanted this one to take videos. I wanted to take the videos because the side I was sitting on was much more prettier, and I could not for the life of me move. Like if I moved, I knew I would like throw up or like something would happen. But then I really needed that video. I was like, give me your phone. I took a phone, started taking the video, started feeling sick. And I'm like, it's fine. Finished, and then I went back dying, like, oh my god.
So before we sat in the cab, right, Sam put one coat of nail polish on my one hand, okay, and when we were in the cab on the way there, she's put 2 coats on one hand, on the other hand, okay. So technically we've done all the shenanigans while traveling to the Royal Opera.
And this is all in traffic, okay? So the moment the traffic stops, I'm sitting and putting nail polish, the moment traffic starts, it's gone. Means like we've done putting it.
You
So-
meant the opposite,
Yeah,
right?
whatever. Everybody understood. So
Too
yeah,
funny.
it's like this was such an experience, na.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
See, honestly, like I am not someone who generally enjoys something like this or like a concert now, but with the whole vibe. So basically,
we were cultural people
Yeah.
yesterday.
legit, because there were so many more people. I saw this guy who was sitting in front of us. He was opening YouTube. He was playing some games, and see,
Not
very honestly,
right in front of us, like 1-2
Yeah.
rows ahead.
No,
I don't know
no,
why
he
I'm
was-
justifying
no,
that
But
guy.
he was sitting-
during the concert?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was 1 row ahead of us, but he was on the more on the left hand side, and I'm like, okay, I understand that, you know, maybe this is boring for some people and all.
Yeah, like a lot of people came out on a date and all. But then there was that other guy who...
There was the same fellow was using his phone.
okay.
Wait,
He
what
also cried.
Yeah, so what was the song?
Luka Chupi.
Luka Chupi was
By
going
A.R.
on.
Rahman.
And it's a beautiful song. So a lot of times, even the girl who was singing, right, the girl who was playing the sitar and all, she was very good. Like, all those musicians were beautiful. It was like a whole vibe, man. Like, the candlelights were going on.
Yeah.
And, you know, Rach and I just sitting and enjoying one another's company. And also, I wanted to say this one thing. So I did say, I was like, imagine us coming here with our partners. And then while the show was going on, I was like, why do we need them? I was like, I am so happy right now. No. I was like, I am so happy right now that, you know, I'm with her, because these are some things you really need to experience with the people you really love. And I love our partners, but it's just that...
Not as much.
No, yeah.
No, I mean, I feel like it was honestly an experience, you know.
I'm very grateful that our first experience in the Candlelight could be with one another, because
Yeah.
the songs that played, right, they genuinely just touched a part of our soul that, you know,
Yeah.
we've been listening to these songs for years together. Like, these are like our songs kind of a thing. And, you know, we vibe on them. I don't know if this is something people will be able to understand, but it's something you need to really experience, I would say. Like, if you can afford it, definitely go for it, because... And even the seats I booked was Zone E. So, basically, it's on the roof. The roof as in, it's on the higher... balcony, basically,
It's
right?
in the balcony.
And the guy even said that, you know, these are the best seats that are there. And I was like, I am so happy, because I was
we
calculating.
could see everything. Okay, so like I said, right, I had been to the Royal Opera House before. The last time I went was for the shooting of Comic Stan season 3, the end, the finale. The end, I'm saying the finale, the finale. And I was sitting in like the dress circle, I guess the lower area where, you know, it's like right in front of you what's happening. But having sat in the balcony view, it was so good, because I could see like the whole view of the opera house. Like,
Yeah.
you know those if you've seen how in opera they have these small little balconies where two people sit, right? I could see that happening. I mean, obviously there was no one there sitting, but I could see that, and the vibe was so good. I enjoyed it so much. I cannot even. It has been on my freaking Instagram and YouTube forever, literally forever, because I was like, you know what, bhad mein gaya. One day I will only go. If nobody else is taking me, I'm going to go on my own, but I will go.
This is what I mean to say, that I make the standards higher.
Like, it has been, it was, you have to go. And it's honestly, it's a very good, this for like date night and all also, right? It's like a very good spot.
But I also think that this is something you need to be cultured for.
Yeah,
because otherwise you're going to get bored. Okay. Because
it's completely instrumental music, and it's like for the one that we went, it was the tribute to A.R. Rahman, right? Like we said. So there was the tabla, there was sitar, and there was a guy on the guitar, and there was, I think, a guy on the piano in the
there was
background.
no piano.
No, there was
piano playing.
Yeah. So it was really nice. I mean, honestly.
Also, I'm glad I went with Rach, because she knows the tunes very well, right? So she knew exactly what lyric is coming. So at one point I was like, what part am I on? Because in my head I can't recognize they played it very well, but I couldn't figure out which wordings were there.
They made
and
a
Rach
medley.
was singing in the back, no. And then I was like, oh, we're here.
So there was like at one point there was so they say that in the last 3 songs, right, you can shoot videos or you can record. You can't do it in the first few songs at all.
So they said if you can't do it in the first few songs, but if you do it, please tag us on Instagram. I'm like, what?
It was cute. So the last 3 songs they played it without a break, and they played it as a medley.
Yeah.
So they didn't take a break or they didn't stop, you know, they just continued into the next song, because ideally it was the same chords, right, going on. So it was so beautiful. I was like, you know what, I do not want to take any videos, photos as much, but I was just like enjoying us swaying, and I was like, what a time of life I'm having
Seriously,
right now.
man.
And then we had the most amazing dinner ever.
Oh, Canto, dude, we went to Canto.
If anyone is in Charni Road, you have to go to Canto Cafe and Bar. It is beyond amazing. Okay, beyond amazing. And it is very reasonable also.
Yeah.
Also, please book a table on Zomato because we got 15% off.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And dude, the food was so good. So Rach
The
and I,
tiramisu.
oh my god, we took videos of it, and dude, we both were sitting and enjoying it. This one was nicely looking around. I was like, bro, you said looking around, you snooze, you lose, man. She's like, I'm not snoozing. Half the plate was gone because I was eating. I was like, you sit looking around, then after don't tell me.
So it was like so many different conversations were going on, okay?
Yeah.
And I kind of just enjoyed started looking because there were people sitting on the high chairs.
So you were like eavesdropping on people's conversations?
No, not like that. I mean, in the sense, like, there were people on dates. There were two guys out there. They were just coming, like, I don't know whether they were friends or they were a couple or what, but they was just sitting there. There was a family sitting on the other side, and there was a whole girls' night thing happening, and I was like, this is so much fun to do. And they had this bar counter, and they had seats at the bar. Okay, so for people who are waiting, right? So they were sitting all there, and I was like, what a nice life, bro. I got up off the table and I almost did a salsa move there.
It was so funny. She wanted to go to the washroom. She gets up and her legs just split in between.
So the floors, right, they were those wooden, not like proper wooden, but those wooden polished floors, okay? And the other side was a little tiled polished floors. So my heel has now skidded across it, and I was like, I look like Shah Rukh Khan or Hrithik Roshan just been about to pull a pose out there. It was hilarious. So we went by cab, okay? But we, being the Mumbaikars that we are, came back by train.
Yeah. We're like, औकात पे वापस आ जाते हैं.
So we travelled back by the train. This one has made me walk all the way from Canto till the Churni Road
First
station.
of all, we ate so much that I was like, please let's walk back. Like, we came back and we ordered soda because I was like, I will not be able to digest this. Please. And the food was very good. Don't get us wrong.
We had the risotto.
Yeah.
And that was just amazing. Honestly.
We were just genuinely, so both of us, right? I have learned over the last few years to enjoy food or like savor food because I've grown up with a brother, right? So all I know about food is eat fast, otherwise it's not going to remain.
That was not my life, guys.
Yeah.
That was not my life.
That being said, that was her life yesterday.
Those instincts kick in, okay, at some point. But yeah, so I just know how to eat food a lot faster, which is why I also eat food fast. So we were enjoying and genuinely just savoring the food constantly, that it was such an experience. And at one point, so I'm just enjoying the food, okay? At one point, Rach just looks at me and looks into my soul. And I got so scared. I was like, did I do something? What happened? What happened? Are you fine? Are you going to cry? She's like, I don't want this night to end. And I was like, my heart. I did something right at least. So then
that was that point. We both were going to start tearing up, but we both were like, ye chodo, khane pe concentrate karte. I'm not even kidding. We almost seen each other, we were tearing up, and we continued with the risotto. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
But so we were travelling back by train, right? Also, I think this month, Sam and I have travelled a little too much by train. I to envy generally travel, but this one we've done too much travel. Okay, we were going to Panvel the other day, and you have those direct trains from Goregaon to Panvel, right? But the trains are very few and far in between, right? So we had to leave like somewhere about 3:30 or something. But the first train from Panvel was at somewhere about, I think, like 4:30 or 5, or was it at 6, I guess. And it was reaching Panvel only by 7:30. And the event that we were going to for was starting at 7 to 9. So we've done what? We've taken a train from Goregaon to Vadala to Panvel, which is the most
normal thing to do.
Yes. There was so much rush in that bloody Vadala train. I shit you not. People were literally stuck to each other. I was so close to that other person. I've never been this close with Adi also.
Too funny.
I was that close to that other lady in front of me. And how we are standing. I am there. My sister Riya is there. And then Sam is there behind. Okay. And Riya is beyond. She is just like literally, she had that traumatizing look in her eyes. And I was like, yes. Sam told her this is how she travels every day. And I was like, yes, bitch, this is how I travel every day by train. She was beyond traumatized. So we left, I think, from my place at around 3:30. Yeah, 3:30. And we've reached Panvel at 6:30. Yeah, with all that train transfer nonsense that we did. And then we left from there back at like 10:30ish, bro. We got 10:30. And we were home at 12:30. So this is the thing, right? We were traveling by the train and we got into the ladies compartment. And it's like somewhere about 10:30, 10:45 ka train we've got. And now we are traveling all the way from there. We are like, you know what? This feels a little... Because there were not a lot of people in our compartment. And then the cop gets in at, I think, Khandeshwar or Mansarovar, he gets in. And after that, Sam and I were like, you know what, relax mode on. There is a cop in our compartment. We're safe now. We're safe. Same thing happened yesterday also when we were coming back from Churni Road. But we got into the train at Churni Road. There were these two guys, the train started moving. They climbed in the train. One got off. The other one didn't get off, okay? And he has come.
In the ladies compartment.
No, he's come and he's moving on. And I think the next was Grant Road, right? At Grant Road, So I didn't hear this, okay? Now not a lot of people in the train at Grand Road. I can hear from behind someone is like, hey, chal. You know how that thing like, you know? And I look at the guy and I was like, aapko utarna padega, ladies dabba hai. And then I turned and then I seen that this voice was being made by a cop that was there in the first class, and he's asking the guy to get off because we were in the second class. And I was like, you know what? I feel safe to travel right now.
Kurama is being attacked.
Kurama. We need to call Peter and Ram.
They do know.
But
So,
yeah, it was
I'm not
nice.
that bad with animals.
You're literally strangling our dog right now.
He's in a bear hug.
Does he know it?
Does he look comfortable?
He's look concerned at us. He's like, can you
He's
help
like,
me out? But
what
yeah,
do I do?
overall the whole experience is also nice because this is one of the first few times that I seen a cop sit in the... We've lost Ryan. Rach,
Yeah.
I'm telling you. This is one of the first few times.
I was with you, man.
Few times that we felt so safe and nice. You know, just having them there, I was like, yeah.
Like, you know, I've always heard that, you know, there is always a cop in the ladies compartment while traveling during the late hours of the night, but this is the first time I actually experienced it. And honestly, up until I've seen that the cop was there, I was like, you know what, there's this guy in the ladies compartment, what is going to happen? And I ran through 100 scenarios in my mind, okay? And I was like, you know what, I cannot feel this way. So at Grand Road, I only was like, Bhaiya, aap utar jao. This is ladies compartment, aap utar jao. Because no one was asking him to get off. I was like, we ain't going with this guy too well. I don't know what. Marine Lines is the next station, I guess.
What?
I don't know. Mahalakshmi or whatever. Okay?
Either ways.
Either way. So I was like, we are not traveling with this guy another station, okay? And then that cop in the background just like...
Yeah.
It was hilarious. I mean, for the people who didn't hear me, it was...
Okay. Now if Kurama starts jumping at you now...
Then don't tell me.
If Ryan leaves Kurama right now, he's ready to pounce.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
But... Okay, Kurama. Okay, guys, Kurama, I'm being attacked. We are going to end this podcast right now. Bye.